Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. General Hospital spoilers hint Portia Robinson could be the reason that Heather Weber's blood test came back wonky. Or it might be another factor in play. There's a rat in the lab, but who did the dirty deed? Rick Lansing is on the case with a little help from Elizabeth Weber. So Portia, or someone else, might wind up losing their job over this stunt. The red flags might point to the wrong person after Dr. Terry Randolph made a scandalous rehire on GH. General Hospital spoilers recall that during Drew Quartermain's campaign event, Curtis Ashford overheard his wife Portia, Brooke Kerr, on the phone. She was calling the lab to check on Heather Weber's, Allie Mills, blood test. When Curtis asked about it, Portia told him Heather was out of Pentonville and at GH for a blood draw. It's for her lawsuit that Scott Baldwin, Ken Schreiner, was handling. We saw Portia upset on GH when she found out Heather got a new shark on her side. Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, replaced Scotty as Heather's lawyer, and he's ruthless. Portia insisted she do Heather's blood draw. Then, when she was back at the nurse's station, she stared intently at that blood vial. I suspected then that Portia tampered with the test, but now wonder if that was a red herring on General Hospital. Recap for the week saw Rick telling Heather bad news. Her case is dead in the water, both civil and her criminal conviction appeal. GH spoilers for this past week confirmed Rick telling Heather the blood work shows her cobalt level hasn't changed post-surgery. They needed to see lower cobalt levels to proceed. He says her hip implant didn't cause her to kill those people. It was just her being bad. But he listened closely on General Hospital as Heather Weber insisted that can't be true. She feels totally different now. She's remorseful and can't fathom why she did those hook killings. Heather seems very sincere. The tipping point for Rick was when Heather offered him genuine condolences on the recent loss of his first grandchild. The baby that Molly Lansing, Haley Pelosi, and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, lost was family to him. Heather might be one of the very few people who have sympathized with him over losing his granddaughter. That's what led him to dig deeper and run back to General Hospital to talk to Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst. Rick showed her 2 sets of test results for Heather. One from the GA lab showed that Heather's cobalt levels hadn't changed. The other, from an independent lab, showed a drastically different result. Liz immediately noticed something was off, confirming Rick's suspicion. General Hospital showed this chain of events. Portia drew the blood and the lab ran the test. The independent lab either got a blood sample from Heather at Pentonville, or Portia took one sample and someone from the independent lab took another. These drastically different results from 2 labs tripped up the plan. But was it Portia Robinson's plan? Or was it someone else's? Or was it a conspiracy to keep Heather Weber behind bars on GH? A month ago, Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, returned to GH asking Co-Chief of Staff Terry Randolph, Cassandra James, for his lab tech job back. They rehashed his bad deeds, and Terry said she'd think about it. Then, in this week's General Hospital spoilers promo for Monday the 23rd, there's a scene of Portia confronting Terry about rehiring Brad. So that's interesting because it could mean Portia Robinson isn't the test rigger. It could be Brad, and he'd have good reason for doing so. Heather Weber killed his best friend Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud. She was one of the last hook killer victims. No way would Brad want Heather going free. He might have even sought the job to prevent it. As of now, Portia Robinson looks guilty since she did the draw, and she's the mother of one of Heather's intended victims, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali. That fact alone means Portia should have never been alone with Heather. Portia is terrified Heather is still a danger to Trina and will get out of prison to come after her again. In the end, Rick has to do what's best for his client. That's to expose that someone at GH compromised their integrity and test tampered. But was it Brad or Portia Robinson? General Hospital, the long-running daytime drama series, is renowned for its intricate storylines, unexpected twists, and the complex relationships between its characters. Recently, one of the show's most shocking developments involved a rigged blood test, one that has left fans speculating about who was behind the manipulation. The revelation that Heather Weber's blood test results were altered has sparked a wave of intrigue, leading viewers to wonder if Portia Robinson, the ambitious and resourceful physician, played dirty. Or was there another mastermind behind this nefarious plot? Before delving into the mystery, it's important to understand why Heather's blood test results matter. Heather Weber has always been a character with a dark past and an unpredictable nature. She's a woman who has spent years manipulating people to her advantage, especially when it comes to her involvement with her children, Elizabeth and Ryan. However, the blood test in question seems to have the potential to upend everything, revealing truths that no one is ready to confront. The blood test results were critical in determining Heather's health status, but they also had personal ramifications. If the test came back indicating something sinister, the shockwaves would have reached beyond Heather herself, potentially implicating other characters who had been involved in the series of events leading to the test. The possibility of manipulation cast a shadow over everyone who had a vested interest in Heather's condition, making it an essential piece of the puzzle. Portia Robinson, the talented and ambitious doctor at General Hospital, has found herself at the center of the speculation surrounding the rigged blood test. Portia is no stranger to navigating tricky situations. She's had her fair share of secrets and moral dilemmas. Her role as a physician has made her indispensable in the hospital, but it has also placed her in morally gray areas. One of the most compelling reasons people suspect Portia's involvement in the blood test rigging is her relationship with her husband, Curtis Ashford. Curtis, who has been through a roller coaster of personal and professional struggles, has often found himself at odds with the people around him. Portia, wanting to protect Curtis from potential emotional pain or distress, might have had a reason to take drastic measures to protect him. The theory that Portia played dirty in Heather's blood test centers around her desire to protect those she loves. If Portia believed that Heather's test results could jeopardize Curtis or expose secrets that might harm her family, she might have resorted to underhanded tactics to alter the outcome. While this idea might seem shocking, it's not outside the realm of possibility for a character like Portia, who is deeply protective of her loved ones and willing to go to great lengths to shield them from harm. Portia's actions aren't the only ones being scrutinized in this scandal. The manipulation of Heather's blood test might also be linked to past characters with their own hidden agendas. General Hospital is a show steeped in history, and the past often comes back to haunt its characters in surprising ways. From long-lost relatives to enemies who have been biding their time, anyone with a history of animosity toward Heather or a vested interest in the test results could be a potential suspect. One of the most intriguing aspects of this storyline is the possibility that Portia might not be the only one involved. Perhaps someone else has been orchestrating the manipulation of the blood test to achieve their own objectives. The show has often revealed hidden alliances between characters, so it's entirely possible that Portia, while a likely candidate, might not be the sole mastermind behind this scheme. While Portia's name is at the forefront of fan speculation, there are several other candidates who might have a hand in Heather's manipulated test results. Could someone like Dr. Hamilton Finn, who has a complicated history with Heather, be involved in this? Finn, known for his often calculated and logical demeanor, might have had a reason to alter the test if he believed it was necessary for a greater cause. Another potential player in this intrigue is Elizabeth Weber, Heather's estranged daughter. Elizabeth, caught up in the turmoil surrounding her family's past, might have been motivated by the desire to protect herself and her loved ones from the truths that Heather's test could reveal. Elizabeth's complex relationship with her mother makes her a possible suspect. She may not be the one to rig the test herself, but could she have conspired with someone else to manipulate the results? Furthermore, the possibility of Heather's test being tampered with by a more sinister force cannot be ruled out. Heather's own son, Ryan Chamberlain, is a character whose dark tendencies often lead to shocking actions. Though Ryan has been in prison for some time, he remains a constant threat to those around him. Ryan's influence on his mother's test results could have been far-reaching, especially if it was meant to serve his own goals or protect him from exposure. The rigging of Heather Weber's blood test is more than just a dramatic plot twist. It has far-reaching implications for the characters involved. The test results could reveal truths that alter the course of several storylines, exposing the lies and secrets that have been buried for years. By manipulating the test, the person responsible is not only protecting themselves, but also shaping the future of those caught in the web of deception. If Portia is indeed behind the manipulation, it could signal a darker side of her character, one that is willing to sacrifice morality for the sake of protecting those she loves. It would also highlight the complex moral dilemmas that the characters of General Hospital frequently face, blurring the line between right and wrong. The question of who rigged Heather Weber's blood test remains unanswered, but it has certainly added an exciting layer of suspense and intrigue to General Hospital's current storyline. Whether Portia Robinson is the one who played dirty, or if there are other players involved, this mystery is far from solved. As the drama unfolds, fans will be on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the truth to be revealed and wondering what the consequences will be for those involved. One thing is for sure, General Hospital never fails to keep us guessing, and this plotline is no exception.